Hey guys, Matthew here, and Happy New Year! So this is our first video of 2026, and I hope you had a great New Year's Eve, and now we're going back to the Toy Train Hall of Fame. We talked about from standard gauge to post-war, so right now we're going to do the New York Central steam trains that we're going to talk about from our first 5 inductees. As a matter of fact, here are my first 5 inductees to the All-Americans New York Central Steamer Toy Train Hall of Fame. Let's begin. Number 5, the Empire State Express. The New York Central's Empire State Express was a legendary passenger train service from 1891 to 1967, known for speed, flagship status, and innovations like streamlined locomotives, famously debuting its modern cars on December 7, 1941. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, with iconic Hudson locomotives setting speed records, including an engine number 999 in 1893, and later streamlined versions connecting New York Central between Cleveland and Detroit. Number 4, the Dreyfuss Hudson. This beautiful streamlined 464 Dreyfuss Hudson is almost the same compared to the Empire State Express. This Class J3A steam locomotive, designed by Henry Dreyfuss for the railroad's premier passenger trains like the 20th Century Limited. It was painted in silver, and its lines are in white lines and indigo lines, and it calls passenger trains in the New York City. Built by the American Locomotive Company in 1938. And sometimes I like to see the Dreyfuss Hudson running at night. Number 3, the Commodore Vanderbilt. This American's first streamlined steam locomotive, a New York Central J1 Hudson, number 5344, was rebuilt in 1934 with its distinctive inverted bathtub shroud designed by Carl F. Cadota for efficiency and style named for the railroad's founder, Cornelius Vanderbilt, and serving iconic trains like the 20th Century Limited, just like the Dreyfuss Hudson, before its streamlining was removed and the engine eventually scrapped. Number 2, the Mercury. This iconic Art Deco style streamliner is designed by Henry Dreyfuss, just like he created the Dreyfuss Hudson, and these steering wheels, they can glow at night so everybody can see it. For daytime routines between Midwestern cities like Detroit, Cleveland, and Chicago, it started in 1936, but it discontinued in 1959. I'm going to play the sound effects of the New York Central Mercury's whistle you're going to hear. And now for the number 1. Drum roll, please. The J1464 Hudson. As you know, believe it or not, this is one of my favorite New York Central steam locomotives of all time, with number 5200 being the first built by Alco in 1927. There are different Hudson steamers like the 773 Hudson in the post-war era, and also pulling the vintage freight cars just like the Pennsylvania Railroad's B6, and also the Rail Chief, pulling the crimson red passenger streamline cars, or the old brown coaches. It was designed by Joshua Lionel Cowlin himself, until Mr. Cowlin died in 1965. And this is why Henry Dreyfuss was born in Brooklyn, New York, 1904. Until 1972, he died in South Pasadena, California. And this New York Central Hudson was painted gold and renumbered as 2000 for the Lionel's 100th anniversary. And also, it painted gold for the passenger cars and all of that stuff. So there you have it. One of my first 5 inductees to the All-Americans New York Central Steam Toy Train Hall of Fame. Personally, I was born in Long Island, New York, in New York City as my home state. So I grew up in here in the olden days, before I moved to Florida in late 2023. So that's why I really like New York. This is why I sing the song about New York City in the song of 50 Nifty United States when I was in chorus in 5th grade. So, who will be your new top picks for the top 5 inductees to the All-American Toy Train Hall of Fame? So, take your pick because I really want to hear more about them in the future.